Unless otherwise indicated, all the following scripture quotations are taken from the Holy Bible, New Living Translation, with copyright by Tyndale House Foundation, used by permission of Tyndale House Publishers, all rights reserved.
So after Will Smith doubled down on him hitting Chris Rock in the face being like a fine or normal thing, he finally apologized on his social medias, and it was written like it was made for his Lifetime movie about how he ruined his career. Hi, I'm Peachy. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you must have heard about the slap that echoed across the world by now. But the apology would arguably be far worse than the incident itself. And I think that someone should have just handed Will Smith a grey hoodie and a camera. And that would have been better than I think what happened. So let's just take a look at Will Smith's apology.
Okay, bear in mind that while doing his acceptance speech for his award, Will Smith had the opportunity to apologize to Chris Rock, but instead apologized to the organizer of the event, to the Williams family, to his co-workers from King Richard movie, and everyone else in attendance except for Chris Rock. Okay, so here's his apology. Will Smith wrote on Instagram, "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will."
Forgive me if I'm wrong or if I'm just being a conspiracy theorist or something, but that apology sounds like it was written by a PR individual. That was not directed at the person and didn't specifically deal with the issue, and also included a whole bunch of people that didn't need to be in that apology. And I would have just given him a grey hoodie and a camera, man. Come on. Because that was disturbing, to be honest with you. I think that if the situation was real, I have repeatedly said I do not think it was real, and this actually in my mind reaffirms it. It seems to me like the whole thing could have been staged, and then Will Smith is supposed to leave this out there. And also, if it is real, then it seems like this apology was made in light of the fact that the Oscars have said the higher ups, whatever the group is that sort of moderates the whole thing, they've said that there's a chance that he's going to be dealt with severely or whatever, and they're launching an investigation into what happened. I don't know what you need to investigate, but okay, because everybody saw that. Everybody in the whole freaking world saw that slap. So if you all need to investigate, take your time, I guess. But in all seriousness, if it was staged, then it seems like this is just playing out exactly the way it was intended. And if it wasn't staged, this is just sad, because the Oscars has minimum security, and the Oscars has seriously has a need for protecting individuals so that people can feel protected. Because now an award show is not a place where people can feel protected. Thanks a lot, Will Smith. And comedians especially, I have seen some posts mentioning that comedians are afraid now that if they say something, they could be attacked, because this situation can set the precedent for the industry. And I didn't even consider that, which is obviously my folly. But it's a serious issue. And this situation, the way that it's unfolding, whether it was meant to be an instrument to create attention for the Oscars, has become a scene of depravity in my mind. I just want to say that about how Jada as well responded to it by finally posting something on social media about this is a time of healing and all that kind of crap. You don't need to support your husband when he's wrong. I'm gonna be the first person to say, you don't need to support someone doing something wrong. I will always say this and I'll stand by this. If my kid or husband or whoever does something wrong and I feel that it's wrong, I'm not going to be gentle. I'm going to be like, your ass is going to jail and you deserve to be there, because people need to be responsible. Also, I don't think that this is the Middle Ages. So the person who really needed to stand up for themselves in this whole situation, if it's real, was Jada. If she wasn't happy with the joke, she could have just got up and left, but she didn't. And I think that Will, in a sense, took away her power from that moment by being the one to stand up and defend her honor, which I really don't think was being attacked in that moment. Maybe it was a lame joke, maybe it didn't land well. Also, I've read reports that people say that Chris wasn't aware that Jada had alopecia. He probably just made fun of her hair because he thought that she was trying out a new hairstyle, because she does a lot of these short hairstyles and stuff. And so whether that's true or not doesn't matter. Will's responsibility, or like his actions, were completely uncalled for, and I think that it should have been dealt with appropriately at the award ceremony. I also just think that people didn't know what the hell to do, so they just went with it. But if it was staged, this is starting to look like a hell of a conspiracy theory. That's starting to look like it is playing out very, very well in accordance with whatever they wanted, because the Oscars are now trending for quite some time, probably a lot longer than anyone cared about it before. So no offense to the people that won, congratulations if you won an award or anything. It's just that a lot of these things are so boring and people are done with hearing people's tearful speeches about their long, difficult life and whatever, So, yeah. And so now all of those wonderful awards have been overshadowed by this ridiculous incident, whether or not it is fake. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments? Who do you think is in the right? Who do you think is in the wrong? Do you think the whole thing was staged? Do you think that the response of the people, the organizers, and of Jada Pinkett Smith were correct? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for your scripture of the day. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Your scripture of the day comes from Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4, which says, "Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest."
Alright, that's it from me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I also hope that you have a day that slaps, because you deserve it. I know I'm definitely going to hell for these jokes. But anyway, have a great day. Cheers.
그대 잠깐 눈을 붙일 때 나는 마음에 물을 붙여요. 비밀의 나만의 초콜릿. 그대 차가운 몸을 녹일 때 나는 초콜릿